Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to compare the Kenner vintage Millennium Falcon from 1979 with the Power of the Force line version of the Millennium Falcon. And interestingly, this is actually I think not only for me, but for many, the most iconic and most liked spaceship of the Star Wars line, and I really liked it. And interestingly, this one here is actually not mine. I'm not sure if I had that as a kid or if I just played with the Millennium Falcon of some of my friends, and it's not really clear in my memory. I remember that in the 1990s I bought a Millennium Falcon, so somehow if I ever had one as in my childhood, I think it got lost, and in the 1990s I bought one. This one here I just bought recently, quite cheap. It's interesting. Seems it's even though it's a very iconic, those people who want to have it now. So that's why this one here can not achieve very high results on a bidding platform anymore. But I still like it, and it came with a very cheap price, and it's quite complete. Yeah, I like that really a lot, and came with some figures. And well, it's old, right? It came with some figures, and the stickers are, if they are all original and they look like that, then they are still in a good condition. Cockpit is there. The cannon, the twin cannon on the top is there and holds in a good position. The radar dish is even there and holds quite well. As I said, most of the stickers, even those that I didn't know they are supposed to be stickers, are still there. Not really in a very good condition, but it's original, right? It's from the 1970s, so that's great, I think. What I just learned recently, I never used that as a kid. As I said, maybe I didn't own one even when I was a kid, is you have this smuggler's platform here inside, and actually you can put it, I don't know which way actually, but you can put it here to hold it, and then yeah, it can't get lost, or it's easier to transport it, or you see that here it even has a kind of spare to put it in. But anyway, okay, like this. Yeah, so it cannot fly around while you're using the spaceship and going around with that. What I still remember is, for me as a kid, this was always too heavy to play around with it. I didn't really enjoyed playing with it as a spaceship, strange enough. Only a few years ago I learned that this landing gear was actually supposed for the kids to hold on and then put this here on your shoulder, so that it's easier to carry. For me it was just too heavy at that time, and I was also quite small. I think here is a look inside. The ramp often got lost because it's very fragile here on the hinge side. There's only one of these, I don't know, stands or holders for the ramp, but as I said, was not 100% complete. Here's the seat. Interestingly, I think there are two versions of how you put the seat on. I think usually you should have the legs up front to that they point upwards to the cannon. Then inside you have here this smuggler's compartment and the chess table. So it's quite cool, it's quite complete. And what I was very surprised about, that comes now, is actually that for the past 40 years I have not really I never came across that the sound still works from the Millennium Falcon, yeah, because the one that I bought in the 90s is not really working anymore. I don't know why, maybe it's something is broken, but here and now I was super happy to hear this kind of squeaky sound. That's the sound of the Millennium Falcon. I haven't heard that in 40 years or more than 40 years. Yeah, so this is really made me happy that it still works. Yeah, so this is amazing. And as I said, I got it for a very cheap price, and it came with figurines and not 100% complete. Yeah, there's a training ball or something and a hinge for that. But other than that, I think it's a great toy still, and it's quite complete, and I love it. What is also very iconic, what is great actually about this toy, is that here on the back side you have this one is spared so that you can play inside the Millennium Falcon. It can put up your figures there. Actually, it's very deformed because the front is like thinner, and then suddenly here you have this thick part. But somehow I think it's fantastic how they hide it. You don't really realize that. Yeah, they use the same mold for the Power of the Force line version, and I also got that a few years ago actually, and many things are very similar to there. What I think is different is mainly the parts. Maybe I should mention some of these small parts. They are exactly the same as used for the vintage line. The thing is, they cannot be mixed. I think you can mix them, but they have a different color. They look differently. You can mix and match them, but you will always see is this Power of the Force line twin gun, or is that the cockpit or something? It's darker, the radar dish is darker, the gun I think is a bit lighter. So there are always a few small differences, and when you come inside here, quite interesting, still have a few stuff here. This is actually the original chess table that it comes with, but there are a few improvements, I would say. Yeah, first of all, the ramp. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's a bit more stable now, even though they use basically the same system, but still it is a little bit more stable. The gun and everything, they did not change anything, but here, because of this hatch for the smugglers often get lost or lose, they have these pins here, and you can connect them there, and then it's a bit more stable. What I also find here, you can see that maybe a bit clearer. They made in the 2000s a kind of a chessboard with the figurines on, and Chewbacca and his iconic gesture there, and it fits. Yeah, I find that very funny that you can use it for that, and I think it fits here very well in this atmosphere. They had the cardboards changed a bit. It's also nice. I also enjoy the older version of the cardboard, was quite nice. As I said, I often used the Millennium Falcon actually as a playset. Yeah, for me it was quite heavy. It's even now I think it's a bit heavy for a kid's toy. It's nice to play inside, and then just close the ramp and close the roof here, and then pretend that you play. Then pretend that you fly. Yeah? So that was, I think, a very great toy how they made it. And now, what is the real difference? I would say is let's do it like this. Is the electronics that they put in, yeah, and they still work. I don't know why from the 1990s to until now, it's still some time that passed, yeah, but they have here light and sound effects, and they still work very well, right? And you see below they also have some lasers that they put in. So I think this is a really great addition. It looks like the old one is a bit like these colorings. They changed, I think they still have stickers on and wear and tear colorings. It's really a nice upgrade from the original one, I would say. And it's usually, I would say, these Power of the Force line toys are cheaper than the original Kenner toys. But as I said, now that I accidentally got in an auction the other one, almost complete with the sound effects. I think it was with some of the old vehicles, you have to compare. Sometimes even the Kenner ones, Kenner version can be the same price or maybe even cheaper, because people are looking rather for the Power of the Force line version. Yeah, it has more action features like light and sound effects, and is they have some upgrades and improvements. So what do you think? What version did you have as a child? Which one do you prefer? What do you think has a better play value? And yeah, if you like my videos, like it and leave me a comment, and hope to see you soon.